What's up, guys? Today I'm introducing you to a new project which I will be starting today. Next to me is a Honda CB750 K2 from 74, and yeah, it's one of my dream bikes, and I bought it like this. It's stood in a barn for like 25 years, so it's in pretty rough shape, but a lot of potential, and everything is original. Only that's been repainted, so a new paint job, all black, which I don't like. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a fully restoration, and I'm gonna take everything apart, get everything cleaned up, everything really nice, and make it fully original again. Because that's what the bike's supposed to look like, and yeah, I'm really excited about this one. Probably gonna be working a pretty long time on this, but it's all worth it. And yeah, like I said, so I will try to document as much as possible and take you guys along the journey. So without further ado, let's get started. So I already started removing some bits. For example, I removed the triple tree since it was broken in two places. I had it welded up here, so this one is already finished, and this one. So I will still have to sand this one and then make it clean, like the left side. Otherwise, this triple tree will be powder coated, so I'll be turning this in probably in a couple of weeks, alongside the frame, which will also be powder coated, and all necessary parts, for example motor mounts, engine mounts, battery box, and all that stuff will be powder coated in nice black, shiny black. Also, what I removed already was the headlamp, which is still in pretty nice shape, only needs some cleaning up. And then, since I had to remove the triple tree, I also removed the speedometer and tachometer. This is a speedometer, and there is a chroming accessory missing, so I'll probably need to order that. Otherwise, yeah, it still works, just needs some cleaning up. I'll probably paint this black and get this aluminum to shine again. And then the control panel. Otherwise, I haven't really started disassembling the bike yet. So yeah, let's get started. For this part of the bike, real easy this time, just take it off. But otherwise the seat is in very nice condition. It's still the original one, and just needs some cleaning up, but otherwise I'm pretty happy that it's in still really good shape. Otherwise I would have needed to buy a new seat cover and etc., which obviously is not original, so I'm trying to keep this bike as original as possible. Obviously there's no battery inside, but also you can notice that there has been a lot of work already done on the wiring, which I will probably have to redo all by myself, because this is really a mess right now. But yeah, let's probably start by loosening up these bolts and removing the battery box, which will also be powder coated. Okay, so now the battery box is free, but as you may notice, the whole electronic panel is attached to it, so I'm not able to take it out as long as I'm not removing all the electronic panels. So I'll first be removing all of this before I will be able to remove the battery box. Okay, so once I was able to remove this bolt right here, I'm just able to pick everything up and then pull it out. So now I should be able to take the battery box out. Okay, this will also be powder coated. Even if you don't see it, I mean, it's still nice to have it in better shape than this. Okay, now let's start on the back section of the bike. Just gonna use a little bit of WD-40 to get everything good loosened up. Since everything has been stuck for over 25 years and I don't want to break any of these bolts, so very good wiring. I'm also trying to, every time when I get something off the bike, to put everything back together as much as possible, so later on I will know that this bolt goes on this turning indicator. Here you go. Okay, so now time to remove the big tank. Obviously, when the engine will come out, I will try to clean it as much as possible, and I will most probably also do a revision of carburetors. But yeah, I'm not gonna remove everything from this block yet. I will just remove the gas tank, so it's easier to access everything, and just to check a bit, you know, to see if everything is in good shape, everything is there, if nothing is missing. As mentioned in the beginning of the video, I already removed some bits of the front part of the bike, but let's try to remove everything else from the handlebars. As you can see, the clutch handle, gas handle. I will probably replace the handles because they're in pretty bad shape. Otherwise, all the rest I'm able to reuse. I'm just have to paint this black, and so yeah, let's see what I can do. Normally it shouldn't be too hard, just taking everything off. Normally you just need a screwdriver like this in my back pocket. As you may know, if I would want to replace this section, I would also have to replace the handlebars, the grip width, because it's one system. It goes together. See, it just, if I pull and I give some throttle, what it does is actually it tightens up the cable, and the cable all runs through all the way to the carburetors, and that will open the inlet of the carburetors, and that way air and fuel will be mixed and sucked into the inlet of the pistons. Again, I will be putting the balls back in. Okay, not that way. Let's see. After having removed this section, this side of the cables normally goes into the headlight, but when I was removing the triple tree, I had to remove the control panel, and all of this was attached to it. So for now I'm just gonna let it hang over there. Let's see. Braking mechanism. It's the different kind of key. Feeling kind of lucky today by finding all of these keys so quickly. Normally I have to look around for hours in order to find the right one. Okay, there you go. Oh, it seems like one bolt has been broken off. Well, I have two choices: drill a hole and then tap a new one, or just replace the whole thing. Probably end up doing the first option. You know, it's budget build. Try to spend less money possible. Okay, this one is done. Okay, let's proceed to the left side. Concerning the Yamaha 550 Cafe Racer project, everything is prepared to start welding the frame loop on, so I will end up doing that probably by the end of this week, so keep an eye for that video coming soon. Okay, so handlebars are off. I'm just gonna put this back. But yeah, talking about that 550, it's turning out to be a really nice cafe racer bike. Also, just the last steps always take the longest, you know. I just need to finish it, weld the frame loop, paint it, attach the seat, and then just finish up some wiring, and then I'm good to go. But at the same time, it's getting pretty cold in Belgium, and also pretty rainy, which is worse. So I don't think I will be able to ride it before like February, March maybe, when I will be riding it for the first time. So yeah, this is the clutch cable, and which I also will just leave it here at peace for a minute. Continuing on the front side of the bike, turning indicators and headlight. Let's start with that. Okay, so in all these old motorcycles, all the wiring also always gets pushed into the headlight. So I will first need to remove all of that, and always the turning indicators are always attached at the inside, right here, and on this side too. So it's really easy. You just need to remember afterwards, when putting everything back together, that there is sometimes a ground connected to these poles on that side too. Otherwise, yeah, pretty easy to remove. Let's get started. Trying to be careful and not to apply too much force in the beginning. If in doubt, just use some WD-40, wait a bit, try again. which I hope still works. Didn't test it. I actually haven't tested anything yet. What I will try to do before removing the engine block is do a compression test to see what's up with that, because it gives you quite a lot of information. If the compression seems to be bad, I will have to remove the top part to just do an internal engine inspection. Otherwise, well, let's hope that the compression is good, so I won't have to do all of that. Also, what I'm trying to do while removing everything electrical is, for example, these two wires come from the horn. So what I do is I take a little bit of painting tape, just put it around like that, and then make a loop so I have a little bit of space to write on, and then I take my marker and just write, for example, right now this is the horn, so I write horn on there. Even for example, let's say while we're building the bike I have to renew the wiring harness, I still know that this was meant to be for the horn, so just makes my life easier, you know. Okay, so this concludes the first part of my Honda CB750 rebuild. Got some work done, not too much. It's getting pretty late even, and also I don't want to remove too much because I'm still working on my 550, and it's not too much room here, so I first want to finish the 550 completely so this one can go on the lift, and it's easier for me to work on, especially when I have to remove all the heavy parts and some things which I have to reach beneath the bike, which is pretty hard for me to do right now. But yeah, got some tiny stuff off the bike. As I said, very excited for this one. I hope you guys are too, and I will see you on the next one.